This wasn't even a question. I'm just a little surprised you're not wearing the chain.
Settle in, settle in.
Oh, no. I ain't gonna wear no chain. I know what I did, what I got.
What did Malone say upon giving you that chain? And we heard you may have given an Oscar speech.
Yeah, I gave a deep speech. I've been battling for that chain all year, and I finally got it in my possession. Been fighting hard, but finally got it. So I was happy about that. But it was a good team win at the end of the day. It was good to be back on the floor after missing last game, but I'm glad we got the W.
Can you describe the journey of redemption after, coach was going to give it to you and then gave it to David?
Yeah, he walked away. He's done that a couple of times this year. He looked like he's gonna give it to me and walked away. This time he walked away and then he circled back and I just knew it was mine. It's not just me, obviously. It's good jokes, but I think together collectively we did a great job on the defensive end. Cade played great tonight. He willed their team, throughout the whole game. Sadiq played good, but together for us, we were great on the defensive end. So,
on a serious note, though, is this game a good example of how you can win when you give up 25 turnovers for 38 points?
Yeah, that's something we don't want to do, but to show resiliency and the fact that we continue to battle on the defensive end. It showed us a lot of things that we're very capable of, regardless of how we play on the offensive end. We went for a stretch where neither team was scoring, but for us is all right. If we're not going to score, the defense has to give us something. And I think it was the second unit. They did a great job of getting stops, and that's what win games, and that's how we continue to have that lead throughout the game.
DeMarcus said after last game, you guys have to have a defensive identity. Obviously, Malone beat that drum to death.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys, as a team, all buy into that and believe that? Do you think that's been impressed upon the locker room?
Yeah, of course. We know what we were capable of on the defensive end, and we know what we need to do in order to take it to the next level. We watch film all the time and we see it. And every game is different. Personnel is different, but regardless of who's on the floor, our focus has to be defense. And I think we've gotten better throughout the last couple of games on the defensive end.
A couple plays early on, especially when you and AG and Jokic were cutting and moving so well off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like when the three of you are on the floor, and what does that open up offensively?
It's just great basketball, playing off each other, finding an open space, but it opens up everything. With us cutting, we know all the focus is going to be on big fella. So for us, it's about just finding an open spot, but it opens up a lot of threes, for everybody. Tay, Will, Austin, Faku, Bones, anybody on the floor. So for us, it's about just finding an open spot, making good cuts to, that works well for our team.
You've played with some great players.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about how it's so much easier being on the floor with the big fella, as you call
Mm-hmm.
him. The stat line tonight was insane.
Like always.
Yeah, just continue to put up major numbers. Him being the Western Conference Player of the Week. What is it like for you as of late to get to play alongside Nikola Jokic?
Amazing. Gets better, each game. Like I've said before, with his IQ, his passing ability, offensively skill set, he is, one of the best I played with. He finds guys, he gets them open, he finds them when they're open, and his patience with the ball is tremendous. His pace out there on the floor is tremendous, and it's fun, playing alongside with him.
Jeff, how hard was it for you to leave Brooklyn and obviously go back there tomorrow?
It was real hard. With the relationships I built when I was there and the relationships I had previous with, some of the guys on the team, from the start, with KD, that's like really that's like my brother. With James, the multiple times that I played with him from the OKC days to Houston, the relationships I developed with Coach Nash, the assistant coaches, Bruce, the time that I had with Blake, me and Blake were friends before that, but LaMarcus, the short stint that I had with him, I developed some good relationship with a lot of guys over there, and it was tough, especially the way our season ended, with the injuries. the way Kai went down and the relationship I had with Kai. He's a terrific human being. And it was tough to leave, but business, NBA is a business, and it's some things you can't control. So it'd be good to see those guys, some of those guys tomorrow. But at the end of the day, we're there to win a game. Where I had my moments before a game, I talked to a lot of the guys, but once the ball is tossed, it's game time.
A couple quick ones on the Zoom. Go ahead, Jim Conlon.
Hi, Jeff. Jeff, what's it like having DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie, as part of the roster there recently, and all his experience in the NBA? How is that going to help you going forward?
It's great having him out there on the floor. I've known Boog for a long time, and his growth, as a player, person is for us is amazing. His skill set, he can handle the ball, he can shoot, he can pass. He can do a lot of good things for us, and to have him on his team, it gives us, on the perimeter and on the, in the post, another, added weapon to what we have. And throughout the year, guys are, going to continue to get healthy, so it just, makes our team more lethal. So I'm glad he's a part of this organization right now.
We'll end with Esteban. Go ahead.
Hi, Jeff. Congrats for the win and your big performance from Cordoba, Argentina. About the game of tomorrow night, what can you tell me about Brooklyn? How dangerous can be without Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, they have a lot of guys on that team that can score. Kessler's been playing great for them, knockdown shooter. Bruce has been playing well. Outside of James, Blake is, still playing at a high level. DeMarcus, he's automatic from the mid range. So, they have a lot of weapons. They're still a good team regardless of the injuries, and they're going to come out, and try to protect home court. So it's going to be another tough game that we got to come prepared, come focused, and ready to play.
Thank you, Jeff.
No problem, man.